guys. Come on in, and if you can hear and see me, please leave a comment and let me know. I am just going to get everything kind of set up. Make sure I can see my comments. Hey, Deanna. Okay, I see Deanna is on Facebook, and let me jump over to YouTube. And I have to wait for the ads to stop. Okay, Deanna, are you on YouTube and Facebook? I see you both places. Okay, thank you so much. You answered my question before I even asked. Okay. Do you guys like my scrolling text I added this morning? Hey, Diane, it is a very wet day in Indiana. They're calling it a super soaker today. It's going to rain all day. Okay, I'm just going to make sure I'm set up and everywhere I'm supposed to be, guys. And I think everything looks good, so we'll just go ahead and get started. My name is Bobby. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US. Hey, Pat. And I do these weekly online classes every Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. If you like and comment on the video, that is how you'll be entered in my Prize Patrol drawing. I'll announce last week's winner at the end of today's broadcast. And then next week, I'll choose another random winner. Even if you're watching the replay, you can like and, comment or share. No, we do not need snow. We do not need snow. But thank you. That's nice of you to offer. I'm ready to go somewhere where it's south, you guys. There was something else I was going to add, and now I don't know what it was. If you haven't already followed my page, YouTube, Facebook, like, comment, share, follow, do all those things, you guys. When I lost my account over a year ago, it has been hard to get people to I think understand what happened and that I didn't go away, that I had to start a new Facebook page. It used to be Bobby Stamps, and so when Facebook shut me down because somebody hijacked my account, and I tried like crazy to get Facebook to not shut me down, they did. I lost everything, even on my personal page, my photos, just everything, my memories. It's very sad. To this day, I don't like talking about it. But, okay, guys, I'm going to switch the camera over, and we will get started. If I can find where my camera is. Hold on a second. There we go. There's a lot of tabs I have to scroll through. Now, it will blank like that and go to a black screen every time I switch between showing my face and then showing my counter where I do the projects. And I will give you guys fair warning, I'm about to sneeze. I'm going to grab a tissue. And I have been meaning to tell you guys for a couple of weeks that a couple of weeks ago when I do the random Prize Patrol drawing. And when I did that a couple of weeks ago, I was the winner. It chose me. I was like, no, I don't think so. Okay, I'm just setting up the camera so I can make sure that I see that I'm in the frame, you guys. Okay, so this is the card I'm going to share with you guys first today. I'm using the Sweet Citrus bundle, and I do not know why I waited so long to play with this, because I absolutely love this bundle. I think it's amazing. I've not tried this little technique that I'm going to share with you guys today. I'm not really even sure. I've heard it called floating, like the floating background. I've done mine on a piece of window sheet, but you can also do it with just regular cardstock. And I want to point out, I didn't want to fix this because I wanted to share it with you guys, but I used mini glue dots when I made this card to put on the back of my strips. And as you can see, they didn't hold very well, you know, because it really depended on where the glue dot was compared to where it got cut. And so you can kind of see this one's kind of moving. So today what I decided, well, I'll show you when we get there, but this is the card for today. Let me go through the products and then I'll explain a little bit more about that later. But I'm also going to be sharing with you guys new products that are coming in March. It's the new, they're calling it online exclusive products. And so here is just a little sneak peek of what we got to pre-order. So I'm going to share a few of these items today. I'm using them on my products, on my cards. So this is one of them, and this is, you get 3 embossing folders. This is $30. And I do have them listed on the supply list and things like that for you guys. If you purchase, make an online purchase of $35 with me in my online store and use the host code, Hey Kathy, I send you 6 free make and takes. And your order has to be placed by Friday at midnight. And the PDFs and this video, I'll email it to you on Monday when I mail the packets out. And I include the PDF. So those item numbers will be listed, but you won't be able to order if you're a customer until March 1st. So I'm going to use Soft Seafoam, Flirty Flamingo, and Pale Papaya ink. And then the Sweet Citrus bundle, you get the stamp set, which has 11 stamps in there. And I think I used almost all of them. And then you get the Sweet Citrus dies, and there's 7 dies in here. I'll open that up really quickly. So this is the dies. And I'm just going to leave this out because I'm going to be using several of these. I know I'm going to use this one and this one and one of the flowers. I think that might be it that I'm using, but we'll leave it close by. And then you also get this, the hybrid embossing folder. This is another one of those where you can emboss it and die cut it at the same time. I always like to emboss mine and then die cut it. Don't ask me why. That's just how I like to do it. I'm going to use one of our mini blending brushes. And then I'm just going to grab my stamps and move them off of here. The ones I'm going to be using. And then I'm also going to be using the iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. And then this is my packet. This is the window sheets that you can order from us. I think you get 5 sheets. Or no, actually 2. Well, I really over-exaggerated that one. Okay, let me move this out of the way. Hey, Linda. Oh, I don't know. Is anybody else? Linda said she's having trouble. She has to keep... that it keeps cutting in and out. I know when it rains, sometimes we have bad internet connection, but on my end, everything looks okay. It doesn't seem to be cutting in and out. I hope nobody else is experiencing that. Okay, so our card base, let me pull up my PDF for you guys. My card base is Pale Papaya, and it is 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it right in the middle at 5 1/2. Then I will send you a piece of soft seafoam that is 4 by 5 1/4, and I embossed it using one of those embossing folders. And then Flirty Flamingo, I embossed with the other one, and this piece is 3 by 4. Okay, Linda said so far it's going good, so hopefully that'll be okay. And then this is for me to stamp my little flower on. This is what I'm going to use for the big stamp to stamp on. I'm going to go ahead, I went ahead and pre-cut my circle. You could also use it in a square, or you could put your strips on here and then put your die on and cut it out. I've seen it done multiple ways, and I've had people tell me that when they use the adhesive glue, because you can move it more, you know, and have more control to make sure you get your strips straight, that when you go to die cut it, sometimes, if the glue's not really dry, it can make that move. But today, I went ahead and cut mine out, and I'm just going to cut around my circle to cut my strips off, okay? And then this strip is for the sentiment, and I believe this piece, I don't have my ruler over here, and I don't have it on the instructions either. But I will measure that and put it on the PDF, so that way, you know, I want to say it's like 4 1/2, something like that, and then we're going to angle the ends when we stamp on that. And then I took a piece of the DSP that comes in the paper pack, and I can't find the paper pack. I had all of this set up, you guys, and now I don't know. The paper is like the best thing, and I can't find my paper. Hold on a minute. I just moved it. Oh, hold on a minute. I know where it's at. Hold on really quick, guys. So sorry about that. I am using this for my local card class on Saturday, which will be next week's make and takes. So that's where I had it. I had it in one of the containers I'm taking with me. But this is the Hello Irresistible 6x6 Designer Series paper, and I am in love with this paper. I ordered another pack because I like it so much. And then there are some gems. And they're out there. I'm not going to run and get them, but I'll show you on that graphic later. There are some gems that coordinate with that as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. If I can find my adhesive, it dropped way down in there. And we'll go ahead and adhere this piece. I'm just trying to decide. I want this side on the bottom, I think. We'll go ahead and adhere this piece down. It's trying to get on there already. Okay, let's just make sure we have that right. We'll put that piece down. And then let me look and see. Nope, I did not pop that up. So we're going to put this piece down next. And then we'll start making. I wanted to use tear tape to go on the back of that, you guys. But the tear tape is wider than some of my strips, as you can see, like on these. And I probably should have cut these. I measured these the same length as my circle almost, and I wished now I would have left them a little bit longer. I think it would make it easier when I go around to trim. But I also pulled out my grid paper for my Stamparatus, just to kind of help me make sure that I stay straight. I may not use it because when I was designing the card, I kind of felt like it threw me off a little bit. I wanted it to help me use the grid lines to keep it straight, but I really felt like I couldn't see that well. I'm going to use the multi-liquid glue, and we might have to just set everything off to the side, do some stamping, and then come back to trim, because you guys know if your glue is not dry, it will move. So I'm just going to kind of hold everything there just for a minute. And then I just alternated between the wider ones, and I cut these all just random sizes, and I also didn't cut them over 3/4 of an inch wide. I just felt like that wouldn't look good if it was wider than that. The spacing, I'm not going to try too much to make sure that I'm worried about that being totally equal. I'm going to try to get it somewhat, but I'm not going to fret too much if I don't get it. I'm just trying to be careful that I'm not touching it. And then you can alternate it too on your widths if you want to keep it, you know, like the skinniest and then the biggest, kind of like I'm doing here. Or you can just random put them on there. It doesn't really matter. Whoops. And I really don't care how mine is going, if it's thick and the thin and that kind of thing. I'm just going to randomly put them down because I think the background is it's just pretty. It doesn't really matter. And then I think I'm going to go for, I kind of wanted a skinny one at the end, but I think, nope, that one would be too thick. So I think I'm going to have to go this way. And I think I'm just going to do that and then just leave it. I am having trouble holding on. And my nose is running really bad where I felt like I had to sneeze and then didn't. Okay, now while I have those on there, I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to move it off to the side so that way it can dry. And we'll do our stamping next. Let me grab my mat. And I know I'm going to forget to do this. I should have brought extra white paper over with me because the whole time designing, I kept forgetting what I wanted to do. So let me see. And okay, kind of threw myself off there for a minute. I'm going to use the Pel Papaya to stamp like the rings in, and I found it better for me to flip it upside down to do it like this. And then I'm going to open up the Flirty Flamingo, and I'm just going to kind of run my brush through there, and then I'm just going to randomly put that on there. I wished I'd have brought, I'm going to use that grid paper. I don't really want to mix my inks, so I'm just going to go back over it just a little bit, just make sure I got enough in there. And then I'm going to just ink that, or not ink it, but stamp it. And that's going to kind of give us that two-tone look. I really liked that. Okay, and then I think I'm done with Flirty Flamingo. We're going to need this one. Nope, I don't. I need Flirty Flamingo again. Dang it. Okay. We need to stamp this again. And for this one, I'm going to go in again with the Pel Papaya. And then take my brush and do the Flirty Flamingo. And then just tap it all over. Just random different areas on there. And then just match this up. And excuse me, guys, because I can't get my head where I want it. I think I was a little bit off, but it's not too bad. I got to try to keep those stamps together because I'm definitely going to be needing them here in a minute. And I don't think I brought... Let me look. I did the flower too, so I'm going to do it in the Pel Papaya first, and then just a little bit of Flirty Flamingo. And I might have to grab some basic white, because I don't know if I can get that. Nope, that's not. Forgot to bring my I'm going to do the little middle of my flower before I forget. I forgot to put my cardstock in there for my leaves. So let me grab just a scrap piece really quick. And we're going to ink up soft seafoam. And just stamp that down. Whoops. And now I think I'm done with all the inks for this card. But who knows? I might have forgotten something. Move that over there. I kind of get myself worked into a corner, you guys, when I'm doing these cards. Okay, let me kind of move this out of the way, and I'll grab my die cutting machine. Okay, let's see. Grab the other plate. Oh, and I also need the blue plate. I was down here messing around. I know I tell you guys this every week, but I literally was down here messing around. Thought I had everything set up. Okay, so you want to look at this when you're setting it up. And you can die cut and emboss at the same time. But like I said, I don't know. I just found it easier for me to emboss and then die cut. You guys do. If you can do it both at the same time, go ahead. Just kind of messed with my head, I think, trying to line it up. And I felt like I would get better results doing it this way. Okay? I'm trying to keep the things I'm going to need to keep using, I'm trying to keep them right beside me, so I don't have to go looking for them. Then we're just going to put this piece on there. Let me slide up. Sorry about that. I didn't realize you guys couldn't see me. Okay, let's grab this big die. And then we're just going to line this up. Just take your time. Get your embossed pieces the way that you want. I have a little bit of glue on my finger and it keeps sticking. And we'll die cut that. Trying not to hit the pole that the camera's on, you guys. Okay. Now some of these pieces, like this one and this one, we're not going to use, but you can save them to use on another project later. So let's move those out of the way. We're going to die cut the little flower. I have glue on my index finger and it keeps, I need to grab a baby wipe and wipe that off because I think it's going to cause me problems the whole day if I don't. Okay, and my flower moved a little bit. Okay. I have the other projects lined up, so I really don't have a lot of room. Whoops. To be moving. Okay, let's keep our flower and our leaves. Now I'm just going to move this behind me. Set it on the floor. Hopefully I don't back up and kill myself. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment. I need my Pel Papaya. I knew there was something I was forgetting, you guys. Okay, and we're just going to do this in the middle. And if you ordered last week, I had everything ready to go in the mail for Monday, but didn't realize Monday was a holiday. So it didn't go out until Tuesday because the mail didn't run. Put them in the mailbox and everything. My husband had to go back out and get them for me. Okay, let's start putting it together. I'm going to grab our circle and hopefully, okay, when this happens, I knew I was getting some of it. This is how I like to remove stuff like that. Your bone folder comes in very handy for that. Boy, I'm going to get my fingers all inked up now. So I'm just going to flip it over and then follow around the circle. Try not to cut my window sheet. Hopefully when we flip it over, just give that piece right there. It will look, oh yeah, I like that much better, you guys. I like that much better than my the glue dots. Let me clean this up really quick. Yep, I like that a lot. Okay, let's bring this piece back in. Now we can put our dimensionals, especially like that, on the back of the wider strips. Like that, and then use our minis on the smaller ones. You guys, if you're local to me too, my local card class, like I just said, is Saturday. The deadline to register to make sure I have all my packets cut is tomorrow. So if you plan on coming, please make sure you register, because I always bring enough, and then I'm going to empty this really quick, you guys. I always bring everything I'm using, unless I forget to bring something. But doing the PDFs really helps, because then I have a list. But I always bring that, so that way, if something goes south, somebody messes up, we have extra. Somebody doesn't register and show up, that kind of thing. Okay, so we're just going to put this right in the center, and we want to leave enough room for the sentiment at the bottom. Gotta put that there, and that there, and then we need our half, and that one. And we'll put some dimensionals. I absolutely love this bundle, you guys. I love these cards. some of the stamp sets that you order, you know, you think, oh, I'm going to get that one. And then you get it, and then you're kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do with that. And I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, the Flora, the two-tone Flora, I think that's the one I did last week. That one I struggled with a little bit to come up with the ideas. But I did it eventually, right? Okay, so we're going to put this little leaf, and I always do this, I always forget to put my leaf on there, and I like to use just a little bit of adhesive like that, and then just kind of turn that however you want it, and then we'll put that dimensional, hopefully it'll still stick back on there. But Celebration, guys, we only have, what, a week left, this week and next week, and that's it. So if there's anything you want, make sure that you grab it before it's gone. I really, really, really am disappointed because I wanted to use the, I put the dimensionals on the wrong one. I need the half one. I really wanted to use the rabbit, and it sold out. That's what I was going to use for this month's card club for March, and got on there and realized that it's no longer available. So now I'm kind of like, well, I don't want my card club members to not be able to have it, and you don't know who's got it and who doesn't have it, right? So I don't know now what I'm going to do. Okay, let's put, I'm going to put one of these little rhinestones right in the middle of my flower. And then I'm just going to put one in a few other places. But I'm going to put my sentiment on, because if I have room, I'm going to put one there. I think maybe one fell off my original, because normally when I do those, I like to do them in threes. So let's just grab, I'm going to grab a bigger one and put down here towards the bottom like that. Okay, guys, I think I put everything on it. I'm going to try, let me move a few things over out of my way that I don't think I need to use anymore. And kind of give me a little bit more space. So let's put that out of the way. We'll move on to our second card. And this time we're making lemons. How cute is this card? I love it. I love Black and Daffodil Delight together. Oh, Patricia's got the rabbit, she said. Okay, wrong PDF. Let me minimize that. It doesn't want to minimize. And I was going to close. Okay, I opened that one up twice, it looks like. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying to get that up. So this one I used the Perfectly Penciled 12 by 12 DSP. This is all black and white. It's all black and white cardstock. Oops, I just kicked my stamp and emboss machine. I used the Something Fancy dies for the label for the sentiment. I'm going to use Daffodil Ink and Mango Melody for this, for the lemons for stamping. I'm going to use my black and white gingham ribbon and the black matte dots. We're going to use some Wink of Stella. And I'm going to use my little mini brush again. Okay, let's start on this card, you guys. This one, the card base is basic black, and it is 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. And then I have the piece that I also embossed with one of those new embossing folders, and it is 4 by 5 1/4. And then the DSP, the Perfectly Penciled DSP, is 1.5 by 5 1/4. And we can go ahead. I'm just trying to decide. I'm going to put that side down, which side I wanted up and which side I wanted down. Oops. Try not to push really hard. That is kind of the secret, is to go really light with that. So let's just put this right down like that. And then we'll put our strip. I don't know what's on my finger, unless it's that piece of DSP there, or I mean Daffodil Delight that just got stuck. Okay. better turn that around, go in the right direction. I'm going to have my lemons upside down. Okay, let's go ahead and stamp the sentiments in Memento Black. Let me grab my pad just in case. And we'll just stamp this. Oh, I'm just going to flip it over. The lid was under my piercing mat. Okay. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, we'll move that over there. And then again for this one, I'm going to stamp. Well, let's clean the stamp off. I should have did that so it could have been drying. Okay, because we're going to use this one on all 3 cards today. Okay, so for this one to start, we're going to do Daffodil Delight. And again, we're just going to ink that up. Take the Mango Melody, and then we'll just go around. And I have my grid paper right here. So I want to kind of clean my brush. I don't want to double dip. Okay, let's go ahead and stamp that down. And I wanted it more yellow, so I was trying to go a little bit light on the Mango Melody, but I think I went a little bit too dark. I'm going to go ahead and clean that while I'm thinking about it, because we're going to use it again in a minute. And then we're going to do the same thing. I am dropping everything, you guys. What is wrong with me? We're going to ink up the lemons with Daffodil Delight, and then I'm just going to lightly, because like I said, I want this to be more yellow than orange. And then we'll just line these up. And hopefully I can't see, the light is shining, but hopefully I got that good. Not bad. Okay, let's clean this one because it will be used again here in a minute. My favorite, I think, is the last card. I think it's just because I'm kind of partial to the green. Okay, we're going to emboss this one again. So we'll do the embossing first. I'm just going to look through there and line it up. If you guys don't have this bundle, I would highly, highly recommend it. I love it. I'm going to hit that hole. Okay, I'm hitting everything. Let's see if I can turn it this way. I don't know if I can operate it in that direction, but we'll give it a whirl. So there's our embossing. And then again, we'll do our die cutting. So let's just put that on there, and hopefully I can get this lined up in this direction. Oops. Okay, there we go. Now, grab my other plate. Oh, it moved quite a bit too. I'm glad I seen that. I'm trying to make sure I don't hit the pole when I start going through here, when I start die cutting. It has been a day already, you guys. And I have 10 more hours at work to figure it out. To see what kind of day it's going to turn out to be. Hopefully not bad. You get all these extra pieces that if you don't use on your project, you can use on another one. So that's one of the good things. I'm going to take a drink of water really quick, guys. All that talking. Okay. So we're using all of these pieces today for this one. And this one I decided not to put like a leaf on the back of it. You could if you wanted to. I just kind of wanted to keep it the two-tone with the Daffodil Delight and the black. Okay, one more should do it, and then we'll do the sentiment. Do 2 on there, and then let's start putting it together. So let's go ahead and put, we'll put this first one kind of here. Then I'm gonna put the lemon. I started to say squeeze. See what I did there, you guys? And see how I kind of, like, it's not, I didn't get good. I'm gonna put this part in the bottom because then I can kind of hide my mistake. Don't tell anybody. Don't give my secrets away, you guys. I'll put the bigger one kind of here. And you can layer this, guys, however you want. It's not rocket science, right? And we'll turn this kind of there. Now, before I put the sentiment on, I'm going to grab my Wink of Stella. And I'm just going to go in the inside and do that. And then do the outside of that lemon. And then right there. Just adds a little bit... Just adds a little bit of shine. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Camera's really not picking it up. But it, trust me, it added shine, you guys. I would not lie to you. It's there. Okay, put that upside right so it's not upside down. And then we'll grab a couple of our black matte dots. And put one there. And we'll put one here. And then I went ahead and put one on the sentiment down here at the bottom. And then we'll tie. I'm going to move this out of my way. We'll grab our gingham ribbon. I love this black gingham ribbon. We'll tie a cute little bow. Grab my ribbon scissors. Do a little snip, kind of get those going the same size. And I think I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller, just a smidge like that. And I'm gonna use a mini glue dot to put it on my card. I hate these new mini glue dots that I have. Where is my pick tool? And we'll just put that right there on the back and put that right there like that. Okay, guys. I do too, Erin. She said she likes the black and white with a bright pop of color. I do too. I like it with the polished pink, I think it is. Like, that's such a vibrant color. But that is our second card. Well, let's move on to the third one. We got a little bit of embossing on the third one, but not a lot. Let me plug this in. Normally I have that already plugged in. Okay, so we're going to use a Versamark. I'm going to get these out of my way that I'm not going to need. And we are going to use Parakeet Party in Granny Apple Green. I'm going to use my white embossing powder, another mini brush, blending brush, dark Granny Apple Green. I was just looking, for the ribbon. Okay, I was like, why do I have that out for? It's been a minute since I designed these. This is the card. Super cute. I love that bright green. And then I'm going to use the flat adhesive backed pearls. Okay, guys, we're on the last project already. Let me get all my stuff out of here. Pull up. I have worked myself into a corner, you guys. Okay. That's the wrong PDF. I think I closed out number 2. And I need to open it because I can't remember what I cut the strips. Hold on just a minute, you guys. Let me find it. Closed the wrong one earlier, I think. Okay. Nope. Yep, okay, I had the right one open. Daggone it. Hold on a minute, guys. I guess I am on card 3, not 2, right? Okay, that's what's throwing me. I must not have changed. I need to look. I didn't change my cardstock. So this is Greeny Apple Green, you guys. And it is 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. I will have to fix that. And then my strips, I believe I cut at a 1/2 inch by 4 because our basic white is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. Those are, I think, 3/4 of an inch actually. I have my paper for my stamping. I will send you the tag. And I used, again, the Something Fancy dies for the tag. And then the Stylish Shapes. I'll send you the Greeny Apple Green circle. And then you're going to get 5, I believe it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5 pieces of the Designer Series paper. And I'm just going to use my regular seal. And hopefully I won't do too horrible of a job getting these straight. And I'm just gonna put them down. And I didn't worry about the spacing on this, but I did do the top and the bottom first. And then I just want to look and see how much I left up there. And then I'll show you guys really quick. I know you've seen it 1,000 times because I've used it, but the Dandy Designs 12 by 12. This is a huge paper pack. I love it. Now I'm just going to put these down just so I can kind of make sure that I have enough room for all of them. And like I said, if you want to be more specific and try to get the spacing the same, go ahead. I wasn't really concerned about it too much. I just wanted a cute little background. I'm just going to put these down like so. Wherever I have them laid, that's where they're going. And again, you could put your grid paper down if you want to make sure that you're doing it straight. And you could use your Wink of Stella on all of these if you want to add that little piece of glimmer shimmer to your fruit. I have another project in mind, and I'm hoping to be able to do a YouTube video for that one. I have been trying to do a YouTube video for a month. Not very successful, as you guys can tell. I haven't been able to get it done. Okay, so with this one, we're going to stamp. I'm always doing the lighter color first, if you guys haven't picked up on that. Okay, so let's do the outside in Parakeet Party. And do the little tap, 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 tap with the Greeny Apple Green. Just gonna clean that and then do it just a little bit more on there. And you can huff if you want to before you do that again to re-moisten that ink. I found that it stamped okay, so I wasn't too worried about it. I'll do this. And then also again with this one, I don't want the ink to be too dark, so I'm just going to do a little bit of the Greeny Apple Green. Okay. And then this one, let's go ahead. And hopefully I'll be 3 for 3 and get them somewhat stamped where they're supposed to be. Okay. That over there. I'm going to leave this here. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next. Let's go ahead and stamp the sentiment, because then I can get rid of that mat. So let's ink that up in a Versamark. And then we'll bring in I'm trying not to get my mat dirty, you guys. Just put the white embossing powder. Are you guys like me and you forget to use your embossing buddy? It makes me so mad. It's right there in front of me and I forget every time to use it. Okay, and I still managed. Every time I use that spoon, I get it everywhere. I'm gonna grab my tweezers so I don't burn my fingers. Everything's falling. Everything's falling. I have everything on the floor behind me. I hope I don't trip and fall when I'm done. Okay, now I just realized too that I need to stamp. I'm trying to grab my piece of white. We need to stamp our leaves. I didn't do our leaves, and it looks like I probably did those in Parakeet Party. That's what I'm gonna do. And we'll just ink those up. That way we can die cut those out when we're die cutting everything else. Grab my embossing machine. Okay, let me close the PDF because I can't see what you guys can see. I can't even move my mouse. I have everything in the way. Let me move this. You guys can't even see what I'm talking about when I say let me move this. Okay, let's do our embossing again. I feel that sneeze coming on. Hopefully it'll make its way this time and my nose will quit running. Okay, so I'm just trying to line this up. Oops. Let me see. That looks pretty good there. And again, on this one, we're going to end up using all of the pieces. So there we go on that one. So put these back on here. Grab this guy and just line it up the best that we can. And die cut those out. And then I'll grab that leaf in just a second. And we'll die cut it out. Oh, my nose is so runny, you guys. Take all of these off of here. I don't know who's on here that gets paper pumpkin, but it is so stinking cute this month. I gotta tell you. Very, very cute. Let me move this back down here so I don't have to worry about tripping over it again. Grab our card front. Now, before I move on to do that, I'm going to take the grid paper and let me grab my white. Hold on a minute, guys. My white ribbon is out there in one of those totes instead of in here. Okay, we'll forego the ribbon today just because I don't want to have to go out there and dig for it. We're running out of time. But normally what I did, I just took the ribbon and took the thick end of my Stampin' blend and hold it down and just color my ribbon to get it to match, okay? I knew this time of month, I hate this time of month because I have to design for my local card class in this week. And I've got things that I'm going to be using at each one. And I'm all, like, now I'm freaking out that I'm going to forget something for my local card class. And I've made myself a list But hopefully I won't forget anything, you guys. And I have extra. Let me see if I have a roll of that in here. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. I'll hurry. I kept thinking last week when I was designing this, and then I was also designing for the local card class, I was like, I am mixing and matching this stuff, and I need the stylish shape dies for this card. I need the tags for that card. I need them for this week's Facebook Live. How am I going to keep it all straight? And as you can see, I don't. Thanks, Kathy. Okay, let's put this right in the center. We'll go ahead and just layer all this down, and then I'm also going to put dimensionals on the back of this. Then we'll do the ribbon. It dries really super fast because it's that alcohol marker, so we don't really have to worry about it. Put that there. This one I think I'm going to wait to put down. I think I'm trying to look at my original and see which pieces need to go down first. Just going to take the dimensionals off. We're almost done, guys. Hang with me just a minute longer. So we'll put this piece kind of there, and it's just a guessing game because I'm not laying it out to measure it to make sure. We'll just go for it. And then we'll put this one about there. And then this one we'll put right there. Then we'll grab our ribbon. I'm just going to, so I don't waste my ribbon, I'm going to go ahead and tie my bow, because I'm not a good estimator on how much I'm going to need. I'm just going to cut it a little bit longer just in case. And then I just took and made sure I had it, where it's not twisted. And then I just colored this end and then grabbed it with my finger and then just kind of did one of these. And you could leave it white because, the card is green and white. But that I can remember of, I've never colored my ribbon. I've tried it before, but ended up not using it because I either didn't like it or didn't think it suited the project. But on this one, I thought it did. But as you can see, that dries. I'm squeezing. A little bit came out, but not a lot. And it gets kind of stiff when it dries, so I left mine dry a little bit before I started playing with it when I did the designing. And that was the first thing I noticed, was it kind of gets a little bit stiff. Just going to trim those down. Grab one of these crazy upside down glue dots. And then I just put the glue dot right in the center there where that little hole is. And then just put my ribbon right on top of that. Then we'll grab some of these. So you guys, if you spend $35, you get the PDFs and this week's Facebook Live emailed to you and the 6 free make and take packets. If you spend $50, you earn all that and an embellishment. And if you spend $100, you earn all of that and 2 embellishments. And the orders have to be placed by Friday. Okay, guys. Let me find the other ones. This is the packets for this week. What do you guys think? I loved these projects this week. Those were the mini glue dots. Don't recommend. Okay, let me tell you guys who the winner of the prize patrol for last week's drawing is. I have to pick up a few things so I don't step on them. And I have to get the stamp set. Lord. Okay, let me find what I'm looking for, you guys. Okay, it is Nancy Jones. And Nancy won. I don't know why this isn't working today. Nancy won the Ballet Beauty. Okay, and you guys, I totally didn't grab this week's. Hold on, I'm trying to get it, you guys. Next week, I'm going to do the decorative borders. I ended up ordering this bundle. I'm not including the dies. It's just the stamp set. But I ended up getting this for free when I went to On Stage and totally forgot. And so I have the stamp set. We didn't get the dies. So this is the one I'm giving away, is the actual one that I won at On Stage. Or didn't win, but we all got it in our little packets that we get. And then really quickly, guys, I will tell you, this is this month's host code that you do have to order or use with your orders if you want those make and take packets. If you don't use this, I assume for some reason you don't want the make and take packets. So please make sure that you do use that. And I do normally have it linked where if you click it, it will be automatically added to your cart for you. And then again, this is this week's projects. There's the host code that if you guys would use. And then my monthly card club has already ended for February. I close it out on the 20th of every month is when you have to subscribe to get that month's projects. If you subscribe today, you will get what I design in March. It's $38 a month, and you can cancel at any time. And every month you receive a make and take packet. We make 8 cards. I design 4 different cards, and I send you enough cardstock to make 2 of each design. And then you also every month will receive $20 in Stampin' Up! Products that you use to create that month's projects. Usually it's like a half a pack of paper, or sometimes it's a full pack, a quarter pack. And then it's ribbon and embellishment, things like that. And you always have extra left over. And then I send you the video and the PDFs showing you how to put the projects together. And the best part about my card club is after you have been a member for 6 consecutive months, you get to choose whatever you want with your $25 product bonus. You just send it to me, let me know what you want. I place the order and have it sent directly to you. And then also, you guys, this is running out. If you want to take advantage of the join opportunity right now, you get to choose $175 in product and pay $129, and you can choose either one of those, boho blue or the mini white. And then there's an option if you don't want either one of those die cutting machines. I had somebody sign up last week and join my team. I'm super excited. It was somebody that had been a member before and had dropped and then decided she wanted to come back. And I am very happy that she did that. I missed her. And if you want to sign up for my weekly newsletter, I send about 2 out a week. And when you first sign up, you'll get a free PDF for a card tutorial. And then every week I send my subscribers a free PDF of a card tutorial, sometimes a little bit more. And then if you guys haven't noticed, they updated the clearance rack and they added some new stamp sets, and you can save up to 60% off. And those are while supplies last. And then here is another look at the online exclusives. Those are going to start in March. And they tell us, you guys, there's going to be a lot more offered. We know some colors that are coming back. I really think we're going to have a refresh this year. Nothing has been said. That's just my speculation. That's just my opinion. They haven't hinted, but with that Island Indigo color coming back, or Lost Lagoon, I think that that's kind of what we're in the works for. But like I said, nothing's been said. That's just my speculation. Okay, let me see. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Linda. You guys are so sweet. Okay, I don't see anybody with questions on Facebook. Let me check YouTube before I say bye. Hey, Mary. Okay. Okay, guys, I don't think anybody has any questions for me. Do you guys like the little scrolling ticker I put? I'll be honest with you, that's what I was working on before I went live, and that's probably why I didn't have half the stuff set up. I've been wanting to do that for a couple of weeks, and I got down here today about 11:15, and I thought, I know kind of how to do it, so I'm going to play with that for a little bit, and I got engrossed in doing that. So, okay, guys, I will see you next Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time, where I'll have 3 more projects for you guys. Remember, if you want to order This week's Make and Take packets, the order has to be in by midnight using that host code. And I don't think I mentioned it, but you do get its global tutorial if your orders are over $50 and $100. With that, you receive the 6 free Make and Take packets, the embellishment, and the Sweethearts Global. And if it's 100, you receive all that plus the extra embellishment. Okay, guys, I will see you next week. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.